Yeah, nothing like getting out to a trailhead and your device is updating.
Hike, hang, and get high. Time to hit the trail. Hike up the hills to a high, sweeping view. Hanging a hammock for a moment or two. Get out there and y'all have fun hiking. Hike, hang, and get high.
I'm out here at the I guess it's the DeClue Trailhead. I'm going to be doing the Green Rock section that I missed. So DeClue is the Greensfelder part of the Green Rock Trail, or at least a lot of it is. So I'm going to be trying that today to make up for failing last time. So let's see how that goes. All right, here we go. Starting off, and well, I'm past the point that I got to. Maybe not. Almost to the point that I got to previously, and I just turned my tracker on. It having that software update apparently threw me, and I just forgot. So just turned that on, and little ways into the hike, I realized I left my hiking pole at home. So yeah, starting out pretty good. I actually organized most of my hiking gear, so took everything out of the backpacks, put it in bins, sorted, and all that good stuff. And packed my backpack mostly well, but yeah, the hiking stick is still hanging on the little nail up in the or down in the basement. So didn't grab that on my way out because I was more concerned with getting, I guess, everything else. And got most everything else. It's got little snacks, got my chair, got the hammock and tree straps, got a tarp just in case. So oh yeah, packed some cold gear, gloves, warmer hat, actually got a face shield in case it gets really windy and cold, and I got my Ventus hoodie on the side here. So if these 32-degree base layers don't keep me warm, I got some backup. Brought me a fire starting kit and all that good stuff, just in case. At least I think I brought me a fire starting kit. I remember grabbing it, but I don't remember where I put it. It's got to be in the backpack somewhere. Oh well. There's always ways to start fires. So yeah, on the DeClue Trail, part of the Green Rock Trail. And I already met some Great Danes. They were pretty cool. And looking like it's going to be real nice. There's a little creek down there. But we're going kind of back to where I came in on the road. We're going to cross the road down here and get a chance to take a little bit closer look at the Six Flags big Ferris wheel. Yeah, about to be walking into the sun, but through the trees over here, it's got a pretty good view, like the rolling hills and all that good stuff. And we are right next to the road. Coming close, I think, to the road crossing. So it is midwinter, early part of January, and yeah, you can see a long ways through the trees. Yeah, lots of bicyclists out today, but still haven't got to the road crossing, so I was a little premature in that. Didn't realize how far it was down here. But yeah, following the road, pretty much. Yeah, lots of bike tracks. Had a truck go by. I don't know what was going on in that truck, but there was an awful racket coming from it every once in a while. I don't know if it was a dog in the back or what, but that sounded horrible. Bicycles. All right, here we go. Here's the road crossing. And it's a little muddy, which is kind of surprising. Jeez, look at that drop. You can hear the noise. And they sure as hell ain't gonna slow down. And over there we got the roller coaster. You can see it a little better there. Gets up pretty dang high, which is one of the reasons I don't really like roller coasters. All right, so yeah, I don't really like roller coasters, but I do like getting up high and being able to see stuff. What I don't like about it is having no control whatsoever about how fast I'm going or the direction I'm going, and how fast I change direction. So yeah, roller coasters just rattle me around too much. So, but it's probably more about the control issue. Really, you strap into a roller coaster and give up all control of pretty much everything. So that's kind of what I don't like. Oh, this is cool. Oh yeah, there's some really cool stuff on this trail as far as terrain goes. In addition to the views of the roller coaster and all that good stuff, there's a little section back here that's just lots of switchbacks going up the hill. There's the drop where you go up real high. Where is it? There it is. You go up real high and the strap to the seats, and then they drop you. Oh, yeah, not a fan of that one either. Oh, this tree is awesome. Pretty sure I highlighted it in the last video too. My DeClue Trail video. But yeah, this is freaking awesome. Look at that. And it is fighting to hold on. Very cool. Yeah, standing here and looking at that, kind of intimidating. But there are 4 switchbacks going up that hill, so I think it kind of smooths the hill out. Of course, there's already kind of one back there. Anyway, lots of switchbacks to make this obscene hill a little bit more manageable for bicycles and hikers. Because yeah, that going up that steep, ooh, that would be a challenge. Ooh. So I'm hoping to find the bailout point. I've seen it before. You get pretty close to the road and there's a parking area, small parking area, where I don't know, somebody had pulled over, had their kids playing on a rock. I was like, ooh, that's interesting. So I'm gonna try and make that my bailout point. And kind of pick up from there when I hike another section of the Green Rock Trail. But yeah, this, man, I like this trail. Some of the views anyway. We're gonna be there soon. So yeah, I wonder how far I've gone. I'm gonna guess maybe a mile. 1.07 miles. Nice. So I got 3 something to go. I actually gone a little bit more because I forgot to turn this on at the parking lot. Yeah. Oh, there's the. Come on. You can see it right there. Little drop tower. That's an interesting tree. All kinds of things to see on the DeClue Trail and or Green Rock. Yeah, the rocks through here are pretty interesting. Makes for a little challenging footwork. Yeah, coming down that hill would have been a lot better if I'd remembered my hiking pole. That was tricky. But you got some pretty cool views. Even a little bit of the roller coaster over there. So this is kind of straightened out, and we're done going up that big hill. Didn't get to the top, but got pretty close. And now it just kind of winds off in a different direction. Whew. The thermals are doing their job. So just bordering on sweating. Trying to avoid that. Knee and everything is holding up pretty good. So would have been helped a bit better by bringing my trekking pole. But oh well. But this is very nice, relaxing hike in the woods, or relaxing meandering through the woods, as it were. That's pretty cool. Residential. From what I recall, we're going to get a little bit closer to residential. I think this is the one before turning left back into the park. Man, look at these rocks. It's like a constant broken stairway. Yeah, very awesome. Very awesome trail. As long as you can pick and choose your footing, especially if you forgot your hiking pole. Yeah, still stuck on that. Probably will be for a little bit. But it's nice. It's nice out here. Nice. Glad I decided to come. Yeah, it was either this or continuing to organize the basement. Hiking. Yeah, these rocks constantly just tons of them along this path. Oh! So yeah, be prepared if you come out here, because there are lots of those areas. And then they'll go right back uphill. Now you got lots of people walking around instead of going up the hills or rocks, but I don't know. I think the rocks are better than mud or stomping a mud trail. Anyway, of all the weird stuff I have seen on trail. I think that there is the most screwed up. Man, that could not have been a pleasant rest of your hike. All right, looks like this is the area I was thinking about. Coming up on a little dog park, off-leash dog park area. Well maintained. Little parking lot for it. But yeah, look at that. And then right here on this pristine nature trail, the encroachment of suburbia. Every little house has a 2-car garage, but car parked in the driveway. Damn. And that is my idea of a nightmare. Yeah. We're sticking on the Green Rock Trail. Back to the sun, which makes for a great video. Not. Well, here we are at a little over the 3-mile mark. And looking for a spot to probably set my chair up. Have me a little bit of a rest and a little bit of a snack. It's 12:30. So that's a good time for a snack. Looking around at the trail and oncoming bikes. And where the fuck am I gonna get off the trail? Oh well, here. All right, stopped for a nice little lunch of a fig bar. And I'm now starting a big giant downhill, which of course is exactly what my left knee does not like, downhills. So we're gonna see how well this works out. And as you might can see by my ruddy complexion, sitting there, got a little chilly. Oh boy. In addition to downhill, this is also freaking muddy. And I did some slipping up on the trail earlier. So the mud is not good, especially on downhill. So yeah, this is apparently a big downhill, as some of the people on bikes mentioned. Yep. So I'm about little over 3 miles in. Thinking I'm going to bail at 4. So, whew. Let's see if the old knee can make it another mile. Yep, that downhill got my knee going. Joy. But check that out. It's a wee waterfall. It's got little ice on it and everything. That's pretty cool. Whew. It's getting pretty chilly. Got my mittens on. It's right at 40. I don't know why it seems colder than it was when I started. Probably sitting for a while. As soon as I get back to good hiking or hiking speed, should improve a bit. As long as I don't hit any more downhills or my... Hey look, there's another trail. Yeah, switchback. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Another waterfall kind of thing. Iced over. All right. Uphills actually make my knee feel better. Isn't that weird? So one of the things I was doing the organization in the basement for was to get myself going up and down those stairs, which I thought would be a nice little workout, strengthen my knee and stuff. I hope it helped a bit, you know, because even though I can feel the knees a little angry, I'm keeping walking, so that's a plus. So hopefully the bailout point is not way too far away. Of course, I think the bailout point is going to be up on that ridge, I think. That's where we just came from. So, yeah. Hopefully it's not going to be too much longer before I'm warming the car up. What is that? Maybe a chipmunk? Weird. Can't see anything. Oh, I think this is an area where last time coming through here did see some chipmunks. Whew. Anyway, back to hiking and trying to watch my step because it's getting muddy, which is a little weird. All right. Yeah, slipping is not something I can really afford to do right now. All right. I know I probably highlighted this section last trip, but this is freaking awesome. Look at this. The moss covered rocks, the trail winding through them. Freaking amazing. Love this section of trail. All the fallen logs notwithstanding, don't particularly like those, but look at the moss covered rocks. Yeah, last time through here, or one of the times through here, there was chipmunks playing in the rocks, and that was really cool. Oh, these rocks are freaking awesome right here. Look at these. I mean, this is really freaking awesome. Now, how the bicyclists get through here, I don't know. This does not seem like a very good route for bicycles. But even the fat, tired mountain bikers are using. I think that's a turtle shell. Someone had to put that up there. Oh, wow. Yeah, these are freaking awesome. And not a very slight hill either. Either way. Yeah, highly recommend this section of trail. Very, very aesthetically pleasing. All right, we're approaching 4.5 miles of trail and getting pretty close to the jump off point. So I'm gonna leave the DeClue Trail, Green Rock Trail, and jump over to Deer Run Trail on the other side of the road, which goes back to the parking lot. So it's probably going to wind up being a little 5 miles, maybe a little over, which will be perfect for today. So it looks like we got a little bit of a zigzag going on, uphill, downhill, before we get to the point where I can walk up to the road. Could probably do that now, but you know, the trail will be closer to the road here in a little bit. So I'll see y'all then. Well, I'm at the point where I said I could just walk on up to the road, but that's pretty steep. So I'm gonna keep going a little bit because it kind of parallels the road, and see if it gets a little less steep. Yeah, looking at a flat map, not gonna see details like that. So I know this parallels the road and Deer Run Trail for a little bit. So hopefully there will be a point here shortly that is not so steep to walk up. I think this is about as good as I'm going to get. So bushwhacking it up this hill and across to the road. Because that just goes down and gets further away. So we'll see where this goes. All right, well, there we are. 4 times my stairs goal. And I am on a road that I recognize. All right. Well, now, just gonna pop over to Deer Run Trail. Get back to the car. Maybe. Might just do the road. Anyway, I'm going that way. Well, there's the road, and there's Deer Run Trail. So, yeah, I'm gonna walk across this little mossy knoll and hit Deer Run Trail and get to the car that way. Bit safer than walking on the road, I would think, because I've seen how maniacs drive up and down this road. It's not very safe for pedestrians, not very safe for bicyclists, but bicyclists are some crazy people and extremely overly entitled. They think they should be given the same treatment as cars on a motorway, even though they lack a motor. Oh well. I'll see you closer to the car. All right, there we are. I started my car. Hopefully by the time I get there, it's gonna warm up a bit. And one of the first things I saw on the Deer Run Trail, off to the right, running parallel to the trail, was a white-tailed deer. Flag up in the air. Only his flag was white, not black. But yeah, he was a little bit quicker than my camera, so didn't get a shot at him. All right, well, this has not been too horrible of an experience. Quite enjoyable, actually. Some of the views out there, I'm like, is that top dark band? Is that clouds? Which I think it is. Or is it mountains? I don't think it's mountains, but you know, would be cool if it were. And I'd like to hike those. Never seen a high hill I didn't want to climb. So, yeah, it's all good. Relaxing and enjoyable time, despite the troubles that might arise here and there. So y'all get out there, y'all have fun hiking.